Welcome to another edition of Bowie TV's Youth, Community, and Lifestyle. During this hour, we're bringing you highlights from some of our shows focused on youth, community, and lifestyle. Please be sure to give us a follow on all of our social platforms. First on How to Steam Your Dreams, tune into exclusive interviews with participants from the 2025 Ocean Bowl Games. On Look at This, discover Bowie CLAW, the organization leading animal rescue and adoption efforts in the City of Bowie on this part 2. Then, watch as the Baltimore Ravens host a volunteer day in East Baltimore renovating and beautifying park spaces. And on Yellow Couch Stories, sports agent and founder Dr. Enrolled Fulmore explores what it means to build power as a Black woman in sports. Thank you for tuning into this week's programming of Bowie TV's Youth, Community, and Lifestyle.
Team XPG, how did the finals go for you all?
As you can see, first place winners are here, and MVP. So the top winner right here. And also, it was kind of surprising because the people who we beat were back-to-back champions.
Yeah, and we only been practicing for like 2 days straight.
Yep, and that's it. And then we were so good at the game that we won 5-0.
Did you all have a strategy to how you were able to win the games?
Our strategy was basically like to grab the ball and move it to the ball instead of like repetitively hitting it, because that's what the other people do. They were just hitting it.
Yeah.
We try to like grab the ball and then bring it to them.
And how do you feel to win MVP this year?
Won the MVP.
How do you feel to win MVP? Exactly, AJ.
It's an honor, honestly. It's an honor to win MVP. I feel like everybody should win MVP, but Christina, she should be in that room. But it is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how will you apply your skills to hopefully come back for next year's Ocean Bowl Games?
I'm definitely coming back next year because it was awesome.
Definitely.
We will probably just we probably won't switch up our skills because they're gonna use this video and they're gonna know how we did it. So we'll switch up our skills. No, you're right.
Alright.
Yeah, that is true.
And do you have any last words to say?
Ocean Bowls is a great thing.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it.
We were the top winner.
We were the top winner. The XPG was the top winner for today. Also, I want to say thank you, a special thanks to Fulton Bank for sponsoring, and also Curly for letting us be here. Amazing school. Yeah, thanks for everything. I love this elementary school. I'm definitely gonna come back next weekend.
And I want to say a special thanks to Roman. He planned all of this. And yeah, I just want to give him a special thanks.
Real quick, what's your team name?
Jellyfishers.
Jellyfishers? Anything last minute to say your opponents?
We all know why we're here.
We all know who won 3 times. So, yeah.
One, two, three.
When I say Aqua, you say Titan. Aqua, Titan. Today we're gonna win for our team. So that's obviously, and I can't believe we got all these medals. We're gonna ace them out with all these prizes. I hope I win because I don't think I've won anything. She wants to buy. If me and her, we want to win for our team, not just the whole school. We need it.
What's your team name?
XPG.
We XPG.
You think y'all gonna win?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any words to your opponents?
Any words to our opponents? Them right there.
Yeah, say some words.
For Aqua Titans, all over. For the other people, he's white. Yep. He's white. Aqua Titans are our friends and allies.
Yeah,
we know they're gonna get second place. Other people,
Nah. Other people, out.
hopefully, all love and respect to all of our opponents. But like, maybe one of them.
And listen, we finna turn up. We finna turn up.
Okay. All three of y'all team.
Turn.
Did y'all think y'all was gonna do this good?
No.
Not really.
This is XPG's first time in a tournament, so we're kind of new. Yeah. So,
Yeah, just turn it around. Turn it
And
around.
I just want to say
Turn
this.
it around.
Everyone just hope us luck. Wish that we win and the Aqua Titans get second place. Not the
partners in crime.
Yeah.
If Aqua Titan gets second place,
So we have to
win
say,
the Golden
also,
Cup or something?
God.
Second side. Now I'm just going to pull this back. And I see that the line gets thinner. So I'm going to, what do you mean, the crease line? See how it's not as wide here as it is here?
So it's not completely
So that means I gotta angle out a little more.
Oh, yeah, it's not completely straight.
So it's just the way it's
Folded for the package.
So that was 2, see? 1, 2. Now I do it again, but I'm gonna angle out a little bit more.
Oh, to accommodate.
Accommodate that. 3. So this is the bottom. So to start covering it, I want to lay it top down. Top down. And then positioning it on the top. I do it at home on a bed in the desk. We want to get the parts that are going to fold down on the sides even on both sides.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly even,
Oh,
but,
it's starting to feel okay. So
but
it's
it shouldn't be that.
terribly disparate.
Terrible.
It's just kind of like wrapping a Christmas present.
It is, you are
Which I want.
wrapping a pack. You want to check always to make sure that you are easily covering the sides. That 2 pieces will meet and be over. So now let's see. Fulmore. I like to make it so that the seam is approximately centered, roughly centered, so that when I start folding, it folds more neatly. So now I will go back. Here we are. And again, we're going to do little pieces just to hold things in place, and then get to the work. Stick it anywhere. So we'll do that one on the diagonal just to be different. That's just to hold our 2 parts together. Now we are going to okay, so remember, this is the top. So now we have top up. I always like to confirm by feeling where the openings are, because once I didn't and I had the top on the bottom. Not that it was a big deal, I just had to unwrap it and redo it.
I don't understand. Say that again. You always confirm that.
That the top
Oh, the
is
cooler
at
top.
the top.
Okay.
Because when I start wrapping this package,
Uh-huh.
I want to wrap from the bottom and kind of make a crease with my hand, a diagonal crease. I'm holding that. There's another side. See here,
Gotcha. Okay.
here, here, and now
Gotcha.
the last part down. This way rain will go down and not into it.
Yes. Okay.
Everything has a reason.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I just stick a patch here. Just to hold. See, here's the top, here's the window of it. Now I go to the other side. Ooh, now look at this, okay? See?
Yep.
Too close. So I'm going to go back to here.
Do.
Undo this because we have more here than we need. So I'm going to push that down. Still enough there, okay. And now,
Yay.
okay, so you have to sometimes wiggle back and forth.
Right.
Okay, so, and here is there's my window. I keep feeling for the windows, the doorways.
Or you could just notice what it is.
Right, if you can see it. See the lid line? Have extra top because you don't want to go patching the top. Every seam is a chance for rainfall or snowdrops to get in. So you just make your diagonals. And there's another one. I try to cover the grommets
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that would be a
because
Fulmore.
it's just a
Fulmore
point. Yes, exactly. Okay, so it is now covered. Now we have to seal all seams. Eyeball, just eyeballs. Okay. So, I want to get the tape approximately, I want the seam approximately in the middle. So I lay it down, start at the center, and work my way out. Now, that is not done. You have to take your fingers and really press along the edges. So there are no areas where, like, see this right here? See that little tiny?
No.
Right there. It's not where water could conceivably go in. You want to always press all your sides. That is, it sounds trivial, but that's an important point. Now we will do the other crisscross. Okay. We start at the center, work out. Center. And work out. Now we're going to make sure those seams are down really firmly. Okay, same deal. Now see, this one doesn't line up quite as well. This one lines up better. I may do this one as two separate halves, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's okay. And see, this is the top. I feel my window. But that's good because you can see what I mean.
Right.
So this way, this one I'm going to do as two separate halves. Try not to have wrinkles, but sometimes I get a wrinkle and it's impossible. So I just press as much of it out as I can. You want to really push at the corners. So now we're going to do the big strip, which will go from here, but we're going to not start there. We're going to start an inch or so below it and across and down to where the seam ends and about an inch or two below it. So that's where we're going to cut a big strip. And that's where we have the most danger of the tape twisting on itself and sticking together. And it doesn't pay to try to unstick it. Just throw it out and call it a loss. Okay, I need a couple more inches. Here. Yeah, that's good. Give it a little extra. Where we don't want to get stuck to itself. So what I do is I have it sticky side up and I get to right where it needs to go and then I flip it and I like to have it centered. Good. Good, good, good. See how we have got the seam well covered?
There's not one single.
Now look at this. See this space? That space is easy to see. That is not good. We have to make sure we press down. That is a big water loop space. And don't forget, this is the bottom. Except we're going to add another bottom.
Yes.
But I still like to make sure. Now I'm going to get my scrap pieces.
Okay. I will be right.
So you're using the scrap pieces?
Scraps from others that I cut up that were not suitable size.
And then you're going to make another bottom layer
And this
based
is
on
gonna be
these.
another bottom.
Okay.
But
Then,
before I do it, I want it to stay put. I want it to stay put. So I'm going to take some tape. This one I'm going to take the cutting tool and trim to match.
now, does it matter whether this goes all the way flush to the edge? Or are you going to put another piece like this?
If it didn't go, if it ended over here,
Mm-hmm.
that would be too much of a chance of it rocking. But within an inch, 2 inches, it won't matter.
Okay.
So see what I did? I just taped it to keep it staying put. I'm going to cover that seam and put a lot more tape at the bottom, but right now I want to just get it. This is where I've patched together 2 pieces to make the third bottom. It's actually a second, but the bottom that's on this already is the equivalent of 2 bottoms because the styrofoam is so thick. So, and I'm not going to go down to the a little more down, but not get into the top.
There we are. Beautiful. So you don't need to heat it all the way down.
No, you don't want to in
Right.
this case because
You don't want to actually
you don't want it going touching the top. Bottom, the extra bottom, to there, to here, so it's well stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing here, so we go down. And so now it is, the bottom is stuck to the whole unit, the seam is covered, and see, it won't wobble because it's not enough of a differential although it's not covered. Ideally, if you have pieces that you can go right to the end, it's nice.
Right.
But I just grabbed 3 or 4 pieces. So now I'm going to cover the edge. See what happened?
Mm-hmm.
But it's only a little. It's only a little. So I can
Salvage it.
I can get that one out.
Woo! Good.
I don't like wasting any of this tape because it's so
Look into
expensive.
today's Parade magazine. Let's see if they rush over. There's the Parade.
Okay, they're here where it projects out. Tape projects out a little bit. See here.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do, fold down, fold over. Making these, you could get a job in a gift wrap center.
Sure could. Is that it by the fruit? Here.
Now we'll do the last 2 sides. Oh, yeah, pen pop cutting out the ends.
Yeah, we've got some little.
Now, are you going to put more tape here or just leave that the way it is?
That's fine.
Okay.
Don't forget we have this and it's taped and then we have a double thick bottom
Yeah.
of this.
Water
you
will be.
Okay.
could, water, you know, all these edges of the crest, you could take the tape and run it.
Okay.
But,
I would just think it would degrade over time.
No,
Faster
New York
being on the
covers.
ground.
I mean, the things crawl into it,
Yeah.
ivy tendrils
Yeah.
and stuff.
So isn't it better?
So we probably could. I just never thought of doing that, but that's good. See?
Yeah, we're all
The idea constantly
yes.
Yeah, and then
I started 2 years ago in October.
feel that's where they are.
Oh,
The openings were made.
But that's coincidental.
So what I do is I find with my fingers, I find where the intersection is between the bottom and the side. And I just take a scissors point and poke it in. So I know where to start cutting. Being careful not to poke yourself. Okay, so now I can feel my way along. So I go till I can feel that I'm at the top. There we are, I am at the top. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom. And I'm going to feel with my finger. Yep, there we are. See, so we have exposed that side, the bottom. Now we're gonna go.
Pardon the food activity anyway.
It's okay that the top does not come right to the edge of the styro because every side here is going to be covered. One more snip. Beautiful. And now I'm at the top and I'm just pressing down to kind of keep that flat. Okay, now I go back to the tape. Here it is. And I'm going to make the little roof. I call it a rooflet. So I need it to be
Awning.
a little wider. So what I do is I fold it once, twice, 2 times. You can get 2 folds. I try to spread it evenly. Okay, see how it's adhering. Now I'm going to fold this over.
Welcome back to the Yellow Couch Collective podcast. I'm Brittany Montgomery, your host for today, and our Yellow Couch podcast is here to discuss Black women and the adversity that they face, whether it be in the professional arena or in the career arena. So I am here today with Dr. Emerald Fulmore. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. Well, thank you for having me.
Of course, and thank you for being here. I cannot wait to dive into our conversation.
Yes.
So first, Dr. Emerald Fulmore is a powerhouse at the intersection of sports, business, and education. A licensed WNBA agent, Chief Partnership Officer with ACE Sports Group, and founder of Empower with Purpose, where she uplifts and connects women in sports leadership. With over 25 years of experience in athletics and education, Dr. Fulmore is redefining what representation, empowerment, and economic opportunity look like for women in the game, both on and off the court. So let's get into it. So first, you spent more than 2 decades shaping opportunities in athletics and education. Looking back, what early experiences in Lumberton or your college years at Winston-Salem State set the tone for your leadership journey?
Well, for me, I would say what set the tone was my mom. She always allowed me to dive into all the sports arenas that I wanted to do. So I was a basketball player, volleyball player. I was not successful at softball, but I put my hand in it.
Right.
A little bit. So I always kind of knew that I wanted to be in the sports arena. So when I was accepted to Winston-Salem State University, my thought process was, I can major in sports medicine. So they had a kinesiology program, but then I found they had a sports management program.
Okay.
So from there, that's what prompted me to say, okay, well, let's look at the business side of sports and the impact of women in representation for that field. And that's what sparked my interest more into the business side of it, the agent side of things as well. And I also thought I was going to play volleyball too.
Okay.
But I had to be very selective of what I was going to be doing in terms of my academics, or was it going to be sports?
Okay.
So from there, I was like, you know what? I need to focus on my academics, because I already knew once I got sidetracked in sports, I was going to be all in.
Right.
So I had to be very mindful of what I went to college to do.
Okay.
And that was to get my degree, and sports management was that leading degree and major for me.
Okay, that's good. Good to know, and so inspirational. So speaking of inspirational, what inspired you to merge your passion for sports with business and educational leadership, and how have those intersections defined your career?
Oh gosh. Well, I think just working with young women, particularly within the sports environment, has really kind of guided me in all the different avenues that I've been in, looking at some of the young ladies and how they've kind of had different challenges and the challenges that I've incurred as well. So really helping each other through through those different environments.
Yeah, reach one, teach one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Also, having those mentors that I've had in my life that kind of pushed me along the way as well to do amazing things. So for a lot of people that really don't know, I was in the world of compliance for the longest time.
Okay.
Yes. So knowing the laws, policies, procedures, regulations, and going into that field was very scary for me. But I had a great mentor and young lady who taught me how to maneuver that industry, because I was her graduate assistant at Delaware State University. So just getting that experience during my internship really kind of like set the tone for my path in the athletics administration environment as well. So really just kind of pushing forward through those different hurdles and challenges within that area has really kind of given me that leverage on maneuvering through sports, business, just understanding like how laws work, writing waivers and all of the different things to kind of really position myself in a great space with others.
So that kind of came full circle, because I remember even before we got started, we talked about how you wanted to be a sports agent, but it required a law degree. But then you did do the compliance piece, so you did get that introduction in the law. So it's funny how that came full circle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
the pivot.
Yeah. So many of our members talk about purpose alignment. When did you first recognize that your purpose was tied to empowering others, especially women in sports? Because we don't see that too often.
Absolutely. So being within the athletic arena, attending various fireside chats, different programs through the NCAA, and seeing women that look like me.
Yes.
That was the piece that was the empowering part. Then connecting with those women, identifying all the different hurdles, challenges, barriers that they overcame to be within the athletic administration arena. Those are some of the things that really kind of prompted, like, okay, they're very empowering.
Right.
So how can I be in their shoes one day and also help someone that was in my shoes?
Right. So that brings me to another question. So how many women look like you in this arena that you're in? Because I wouldn't think that it was that many.
It was not. It was a very small group of women. So let's take it to the point of when I was attending these different events. So there was more women that did not look like me than there was women that looked like me. Let's say that. So there were very far few and in between, as they would say. And I tried to hold like a tight grasp on those women because I already knew like they had to go through something to be in that space. And we would just have like our little small breakout sessions, and it was like an automatic gravitation towards
I was
them.
ask that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So from there, like building that connection, but I knew that it could not be the end all with this small group of women. We had to find ways to grow those numbers, and now the numbers look extremely different. More women that look like me are gaining more recognition, awards on the NCAA platforms and national platforms outside of the NCAA within their collegiate endeavors.
That's excellent. So y'all were kicking indoors.
Yeah. Overcoming those hurdles and challenges and breaking those barriers.
Yeah, the first one on the battlefield. Yes. Yeah, first one's on the battlefield. So, as a WNBA agent and Chief Partnership Officer, you operate in a space where representation of Black women is still limited, which we just talked about. How have you navigated that space, and what does economic empowerment look like in the sports industry today?
For me, it's doing the research. It's reading. For me, I want to be more of an advocate for those women because absolutely, representation is very, very important.
Exactly.
And not only being represented domestically, but being represented internationally. I'm learning that more and more women of color are playing on the international circuit.
Right.
But they're not getting the same level of treatment that we are getting here domestically.
I could think of one that comes to mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
So really just being that advocate for those women within that arena and bringing that to the forefront within our sports agency.
Right.
Because that right there will help benefit other women in other spaces such as or other sports such as boxing, track and field, swimming, lacrosse,
and you know
all
what?
of things.
So funny that you mentioned that because my mind only went to like America, which as an American sometimes we do. But I didn't even think about, you know, the basketball teams that are overseas or even venturing into boxing or other avenues like that. My mind just went to basketball. So you're opening it up for a lot of different people.
Yes.
So now let's switch because you also have a nonprofit, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So through Empower with Purpose, you're connecting women in sports globally.
Yes.
We're just leading right into it. How do you see this initiative advancing economic development, not just visibility for Black women professionals?
Oh, we are moving. Let me tell you, Empower with Purpose, we are empowering all of our young women, our collegiate women, our professional women.
Okay.
So myself and a couple of other phenomenal women in the world of sports created the Women's Power Huddle, and we kicked off our first inaugural Power Huddle last month at American University.
So tell me more about that.
So, yes, the women, when I say dynamic women, we have women that have been in the law space, in the boxing space. Also basketball space. We had some key speakers, but our segment was focused on football and NASCAR, believe it or not.
So I love Lewis Hamilton in Formula One because I want to get to the Monaco Grand Prix.
And lo and behold, I have a great connection that I'll be actually speaking with a young lady and her publicist, but her son is a Formula One driver.
Yes.
He's 15 years old. Truly Adams.
Yeah.
Check him out.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, a male of color as well.
Yes.
So these are some of the things, when we talk about representation, I want to see us in all avenues
because Lewis
of sports.
Hamilton been holding it down for what? 10, 12, he's a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know if I've seen another Formula One driver of color. I have not.
Nope, we don't exist because the financial backing. So that's when it comes to the business side of things. So how can we raise those sponsorship dollars, get investors for our young men, particularly of color, because it is definitely it's a money game.
That is. I remember one of my friends was invited to the Miami Grand Prix, and when she walked into where she was going, she was like, it was a culture shock because she was the only one there.
Absolutely.
And she just didn't realize that is what she was walking into. So that's very interesting. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep in touch on the Formula One. So the NAMBPWC mission focuses on promoting and protecting the interests of African American business and professional women. How has, and we touched on this before, how has mentorship, partnership, and business strategy played a role in protecting those interests in your field?
They work in tandem together.
Right.
So of course, having a mentor, which can lead to partnerships with those mentors and others in their space, which can then lead to a business strategy to identify how a passion that you may be interested in or want to do can lead to those various opportunities beyond what you would have even thought about. So I love being in the space of different networks because they say your network is your network, okay? So absolutely, just, they work off of each other in tandem.
Right. Okay, and then what barriers still exist, particularly for women of color who want to enter the sports management or agency world, and what steps can organizations like NAMBPWC take to help change that? So how can we help you?
The biggest thing is visibility.
Okay.
Of course, financially, you see a lot of women's sports are fighting for their equity and pay.
Yes.
So that support system right there, and then just, again, you're doing it. By having me here to talk about it, that right there is a win within women in sports because we're here to talk about the story, the journey, the challenges, some of those hurdles, and how we can all collaborate and partner on supporting our women in sports.
I like that. So now let's transition to education because you're Dr. Fulmore. So you earned your doctorate in educational leadership while holding executive and teaching roles. So talk about superstar. So how has education shaped the way you lead and empower others?
Oh, education to me is very important because I'm even thinking about my law degree. Okay. So it doesn't stop, but it has shaped my mindset and my thought process just on so many various levels. So, of course, I have my undergraduate in sports management, but I also have my master's in business. So that there.
So they go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Tandem.
It allowed me to then start my own organization to work it and operate it from a business entity.
Right.
But also having now the educational leadership portion of it.
I was going to say that goes in tandem too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now
I'm working. Because at some point you start teaching.
Absolutely. Yes. So as a sports management professor at Bowie State University, I am supporting my students on all of those levels because I want them to not only have their sports management degree, but I want them to continue with their masters.
Right.
So that they can continue to develop. And those opportunities out there, now most of them require a master's degree.
Right.
So I want to support them any way that I can going within their own career path for sports.
Right. So you are a great resource for your students because you have it all.
I tell them, you need something, I'm here for you. I can put you in the space, or I can put the people in front of you as well.
Right. You often speak about connections and collaboration. So, and we touched on this, what advice do you give your students and mentees about building networks that create lasting opportunities? So this goes back to when you saw those few and far in between Black women in that arena and you gravitated to them.
Absolutely. When I put people in the sports environment in front of my students, I tell them you should not walk out of that room without one contact. They should know who you are. The elevator pitch is real. You should understand who you are as a student or as a young man, young woman, where you want to be, what are your goals, what are your aspirations. Talk to the professionals because they have 9 times out of 10 they've been there, they've done it, but they are still here to support you as well.
Right.
So I make sure that my students stay connected. The follow up. I say showing up is the first part, but the follow up is the second part. It's very key.
Yeah, that's real. That's key. Okay. So as someone who served on NCAA committees and taught teaches at an HBCU. How do you see education, particularly within Black institutions, driving both personal and economic transformation for our communities? And I think this is especially important now with the attack on DEI.
Absolutely. And I preach this a lot to my male students because within education, we have more female professors and teachers than we do for our male students. So allowing them to understand that teaching is cross-functional, it's transferable. So many of them want to coach. So I'm like, okay, if you want to coach, there are a lot of teachable moments within coaching. So how can you translate what you have learned within your 4 years here at the university under sports management? What have you learned that you can now transfer over to a young student or young football player, young basketball player? So taking all of those things that we are developing and building within our student base so that they can take it out into the community and support those younger students that are coming behind them as well.
Because those are transferable skills. Because if you want to be a coach, you can transform that to being a sports agent.
Being a sports agent, yes.
You can do a lot with that. You can do a lot. So the journey to leadership is rarely easy. What's a defining challenge you faced in your career, and how did that moment reshape your outlook or leadership style?
When I say there's so many, and when I have this conversation in regards to some of the major challenges and ones that have stood out, I was once looking to be in the athletic director seat. And I was blocked not once but twice. Writing different job descriptions, putting all the things that I was doing within my day-to-day work life in sports, in collegiate sports, and it just didn't play in my favor. So what I had to do was I had to come to an end of not driving myself into the ground. Give myself a break. So it's okay to take a break or step back from sports or any space that you're not in a good place with. So I can honestly say that I wasn't in a good space, in a good place. So I took a break and went into the government sector. But the government sector could not keep me away from sports. So that's why I'm still here as a faculty member. And that one instance taught me that, you know what, I got to be resilient in all of the things that come my way. I can't let this one thing break me down and deter me from my end goal. So the pivot took place. Since I had left athletics administration, I found a way to still compare it with what I was doing. Now I'm teaching sports management. So now I am not only working with our student athletes, but I'm working with our students in sports.
So talk about that. That pivot is key. And I think that's because funny, it's good that you had that balance of resiliency, but also I need to step back. I need to get that peace of mind. And I think oftentimes people don't, they can't. They don't do that. They
talk about the work-life balance. Working in sports is very competitive. And technically there is no work-life balance, but you have to make it work for you.
And what is best for you? Because what's best for you may not be what's best for me. So you have to figure that out on your own. So as a woman of faith and a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority, how have your values guided your approach to leadership, mentorship, and service?
It's a sisterhood. Because I work with so many amazing, phenomenal women. And it's not only women of Delta Sigma Theta sorority incorporated, it's women of Alpha Phi Alpha. Women of Zeta Phi Beta. Like, it's all of us. We all work in sports. It's not just one shade. It's not just one program or sisterhood. We all come together to support our women in sports, because sports is a fraternity and a sorority of its own.
Exactly.
So you gotta be all in, or you gotta be out.
Well, and here at NAMBPWC, we call ourselves